Hello and welcome. Today we're going to look at radicals and rational exponents as we continue on the passport to advanced mathematics, having finished the heart of algebra. As usual, we're going to look at 5 questions and explain them to find the intricacies of this topic so that you can ace the SAT math section. As always, if you like these videos or found them informative, please be sure to like and subscribe. And with that, let's get started. Question number 1, here it is, and we are given the cube root of 64 to the 27 and asked which of the following is equivalent to the above expression. Well, 64 to the 27, and then we have the cube root of that. Well, what does the cube root mean? The cube root is really just raising something to the 1/3. The same way that taking the square root of something is raising it to the 1/2. Right? Taking the fourth root of something is raising it to the 1/4. That's essentially what we're doing here. And by exponent rules, we can take this and make it 64 to the 27 times 1/3, which is 64, which is 64 to the 9th power. All right, now what? Well, we can also split 64 up. Right, 64 equals 8 squared. So 64 to the 9th equals 8 to the 8 squared to the 9th. And by exponent rules, 8 squared to the 9th is going to be 8 to the 2 times 9, which is 8 to the 18, which is answer choice C right there. So our answer is 8 to the 18th power. And let's move on. All right, the next question, here it is. 1/9 to the 124 over 1/3 to the 72. And we're asked which of the following values is equal to the value above. Well, let's see what we can do. So 1/9 equals 1/3 squared, right? So we're dealing with 1/3 squared to the 2 times the 124 over the 1/3 to the 72. Well, that really is just saying 1/3 to the 224, which is 248 minus 72. All right, now 248 minus 72, 176. So this is going to be equal to 1/3 of 176, or negative 176. So our answer is going to be answer choice A, 3 to the negative 176. And let's move on. All right, question number 3. Here it is. Given 6 to the 1/6 times 2 to the 5/6 times 3 to the 7/6. We're asked to find which of the following is equivalent to the expression above. This is certainly different from what we've looked at, but let's see what we can do. Well, 6 is 2 times 3, so 6 to the 1/6 is 2 to the 1/6 times 3 to the 1/6. And then, of course, we have the times 2 to the 5/6 times 3 to the 7/6. So then multiply that together and we get 2 to the 1 times 3 to the 8/6, or 3 to the 4/3, which is just 2 times 3 to the 1/3, which is just 6 times the cube root of 3. 6 times the cube root of 3. So our answer is then going to be A. We are done. Let's keep going. All right, question number 4. Here it is. Which of the following expressions is equivalent to the fourth root of 32 to the 60? Well, remember the fourth root means to the 1 power, which is just this, which is 32 times to the 16 times, which is just 32. This is going to be 2 to the 5th to the 4th power, 2 to the 5 times the 4th power. 2 to the 20th power is answer choice A, as we can see. So our answer is choice A, and let's move on. All right, question number 5, and here it is. 8 to the 1/2 over 2 to the 1/3. All right, well, 8 to the 1/2 is just 2 to the 3rd to the 1/2, or 2 to the 3/2, and then 2 to the 1/3. So it's over 2 to the 1/3, which is going to be the same as 2 to the 3/2 times 2 to the negative 1/3, or 2 to the 3/2 minus 1/3, which is really, it's really just 2 to the 3/2 plus negative 1/3. If you're multiplying, it's going to be plus. If you're dividing, it's going to be minus. So we could do 3 to the 3/2 minus 1/3, or 3/2 plus negative 1/3. Either way, you get the same thing, and 3/2 minus 1/3 is going to be 9/6 minus 2/6, or 7/6. This is going to end up being 2 to the 7/6, or answer choice A. And that is it for this topic. All right, so as you can see in this topic, it's really just about simplifying things down to the most basic expressions, down to the exponents, the most simplified base you can, and applying the exponent rules. So if you memorize the exponent rules, memorize how to change between bases, and this will be a breeze for you, and I'll see you later.